Alright, so you want to be a computer programmer. First, you gotta learn the languages. There's two different types. There's the web languages and the software languages. Web languages are Hotmail coding, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's used to specify the information on a web page, but does not control how the page functions. XML coding stands for Extensible Markup Language. It allows for data to be shared between applications and organizations with the use of the custom tags. JavaScript communicates with HTML in order to make animations, forms, and more, not to be confused with Java, which is a whole different language. VBS Script stands for Visual Basic Script, which is a Microsoft language developed for use on Microsoft's Internet Explorer. It's responsible for you being able to interact with the things on the Internet Explorer. PHP stands for Hypertext Preprocessor. It's used for things like data encryption, database access, and form validation. Java is used to create applets, which are applications used inside of applications, such as the games you play on Facebook, and is also used as a software language. Software languages, there's C, which is used for software application and development. It was originally developed as a systems programming language, but has proved useful in business programs, engineering programs, and even games. There's C++, which is used for object-oriented programming, very useful for graphic designing. And there's Visual Basic, which is used for creating Windows applications and developed by Microsoft. VBS Script is based on Visual Basic. Okay, if you wanted to see some examples of these codings, you can go to congregate.com, as you can see them already there. And all the information you see here is displayed using the HTML web language. Most of the games were made with Java. The animation on the ad on the right was used making JavaScript. And when you log in, the data encryption that protects your account's password is protected by the PHP. If you want to get used to some of the coding, you can easily just go to codeacademy.com, and right away they have you getting familiar with the dialog box. You type in your name with quotes around it, and then it's going to make the computer give you an alert, just showing you some of the capabilities of the computer. And do some adding. You don't even have to enter your email account here, just does it look like an email account, and then you're going to type .length at the end, and it'll show you the length of it. And then you're going to make the computer tell you the date. And it says, congratulations, you're done with your first lesson. You can click keep going. It'll bring you to a sign up page. You can either connect with your Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and then you can keep going, or you can connect with your email address. That's what I did. And then you'll validate it, and you'll go back to this website and click learn. They have a bunch of tracks, they call them, where you can teach yourself some of the basic coding languages. They have Hotmail, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, and just explore it, get used to it. Alright, just some general information about computer programmers. They can do many things or specialize in one area. Computer programmers create programs and tell applications what to do when you click on something or hit a key in your keyboard. Everything in the computer somebody had to program. In order to be an effective computer programmer, you need to be able to type fast, recall a lot of the function names, because if you're constantly having to look up function names, it's going to take you a while to finish a project, but if you know them by heart, then the process goes a lot faster. To be a computer programmer, you need a lot of patience, problem-solving skills. You need to be able to sit at a computer and stay on task for hours on end. You may also need to stay up late and finish a project if you have a tight deadline to meet. I chose this career because computer programming always interested me in how it works and what it does, and I wanted to make the computer do things that I wanted. The CUDA assessment showed my strong suits were in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and information technology. Computer programmer can be found in the information technology cluster of CUDA. I would enjoy being a computer programmer because I love to watch programs start as a blank document, and then as the team works on it, it transforms into a working program, and when it's all done, there's a nice payday too. Job projections for Minnesota are an average of 130 annual job openings, and they make an average of $32.60 an hour. With an average of 40 hours a week, it adds up to about $67,800 a year. In the U.S., there's an average of 128,000 job openings, and computer programmers in the U.S. make on average $34.52 an hour. Assuming 40 hours a week, that adds up to about $72,630 a year. Post-secondary education, most computer programmers go to at least a 4-year college to get a bachelor's degree. However, college isn't necessary to be a computer programmer. You can start up your own business like Bungie did, and they were pretty successful. If you work for a company, they usually make sure you are familiar with their products, so they certify you with some sort of test. One possible college to attend for computer programming would be Minneapolis Community and Technical College because the tuition is around $5,000. They have intramural basketball, and it's in a big city. Another possible college would be Central Lake College. Central Lake College's tuition is around $5,000. They have a baseball team and intramural golf and basketball, and it's in a small rural area, so I could still hunt.